Oh, man, we are turning on the spotlight today. Yes, sir. We've got a special song we want to feature, and to do that, we're bringing in Josh, my man. How you doing, Josh?
I'm good, Mark. How you doing today?
Very good. Now, you and your wife actually just recorded a song that we want to feature in just a minute, but I want to kind of backtrack a little bit. Tell me a little bit about your tie to here in the Shoals area.
So I am originally from Florence. Well, I'm actually from Cloverdale, which a lot of people don't know where that is, but so I always say Florence because that's the biggest, area.
Yes.
Closest there. And gotta tell people I'm from Florence, but been there, been in ministry pretty much my whole life. My dad pastored a church for 30 years out in Cloverdale. Led worship for him for a long time. Led worship at a couple of churches in Muscle Shoals. And Florence is my original home, which we live in Tuscaloosa now, which is where I'm sitting right now, looking at the pretty blue sky. But
wow,
Shoals area is where our home originally was. So.
Yeah, so you pretty much grew up here, and so now you and your wife, are you guys still in ministry? I know you're in music ministry. You got this this song that you just recorded. Tell us a little bit about that. How God put that together?
Okay, so Krissy and I have been married since 2008, and just when we do music, we go by Josh and Krissy, and it's only because that's how it falls in the alphabet. She carries us vocally and with looks. So, but we actually started singing together when we were dating, and the very first time we ever sang together, we were actually at her house, and she knew I had led worship for a long time, and she sang in her church, and we started singing, and we harmonized really well together. So we were like, hey, we may have something here. So
wow,
we decided to get married about a year and a half later, and like I said, we led worship for several years up until we moved to Tuscaloosa, and we have 4 kids now. So it's pure chaos around the house constantly.
Yeah.
So we have to find some quiet times to write and play. And, so yeah, that's kind of how we ended up where we are today.
I hear you, man.
I'm telling you, that harmonizing can lead to a lot of things.
I know. One minute you're harmonizing, and 4 kids later.
Yes.
Wow, that's the way that works. All right,
Yeah.
you got a brand new song. Let's play the song and come back and chat a little more. Tell us about this song.
All right, this song is called "If That Were My Cross." A good friend of mine, Jimmy Thrasher, who is also a co-worker, he and I wrote it together. He lost his wife, I think it's about 7 years ago now. And right after he lost his wife, not long after that, he and I began writing together. It was originally an opportunity for me to kind of reach out to him, pick him up in that downtime.
Right.
And but what I didn't know that was happening in the background was God was really using me to help him, but also using Jimmy to help me, step out of my comfort zone and put our music out there a little more. And this song is actually the first song we wrote together. And I believe we wrote this song around the 2014, 2015. I believe it is about when it was.
Yeah.
And Krissy and I performed it at church a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it requested a lot. Well, once we started putting our music out quite a bit here within the last year, we said, hey, we really want to cut this song and send it out and see what happens. We've been blessed. It's played on a couple of stations in Canada, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, and but to be honest with you, this one is probably the most special to me because I know I've got tons of friends and family sitting around right now in the Florence area.
Wow. Well, that is cool, man.
About it.
And by the way, friends and family, we apologize. We're a little late with the segment today. They probably tuned in about 20 minutes ago to hear it. We had some things, but glad we're able to do it now. Let's play the song, come back and talk a little more. This is Josh and Krissy right here on The Fix.
Driving up I-40 on my way to a ball game. I saw so many crosses, the same symbol but different names. I could couldn't help but wonder, what if one of those were mine? What story would my cross tell? What would it say about my life? If that were my cross, what would it say about me? Would they say I was a good man? How I loved my family? Would they say that I was selfish, only chasing my own dreams? If that were my cross, what would my story be? Looking back over the way I've been living my life, I'd call so much heartache, so much worry, pain, and strife. So I pulled my old truck over and I got down on my knees. I prayed, dear Lord, forgive me, make me who I need to be. 'Cause if that were my cross, what would it say about me? Would they say I was a good man? How I love my family? Or would they say that I was selfish, only chasing my own dreams? If that were my cross, what would my story be? If that were my cross, what would my story be?
Oh, yeah, if that were my cross. Right here on The Fix, Josh and Krissy. And I know who's playing
That's
that guitar,
good.
Josh. I reckon. Yeah. Was that Will McFarlane?
That was Will McFarlane.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Okay, so you did this thing at the Nut House over in Sheffield. And, of course, for those that don't know Jimmy Nutt and the Nut House, they won a huge Grammy Award just a couple of years ago for a bluegrass album they did. But tell us about that experience, some of these Muscle Shoals pickers on your song.
Oh, man, it was probably one of the coolest musical experiences I've ever had. You know, sitting there watching guys like David Hood and Clayton Ivey and Will McFarlane and even Justin Holder, even though he was a little younger, you know, just some of the just best of the best when it comes to Shoals music. And just seeing them take something that I was a part of, you know, along with Jimmy there and put all that together.
Yeah.
And, you know, and just going back, writing that song, I'm a big Tennessee fan, speaking of the Hanvey effect, you know. So that first line is driving up I-40 on my way to a ball game. And, you know, just you see all these crosses on the road, but, you know, there's stories behind those. There's people's lives behind those. And just turning it into what if that was mine. And, you know, when I post this link every week, I always try to say something along the lines of, you know, let's spread positivity today. Let's have a good impact on somebody today. Let's give somebody a compliment, because I was raised that one thing people will always remember about you is how you treat them. Yeah. And so, you know, that's a big goal here, is just self-evaluation with a song. You know, am I where I need to be with the Lord? Am I where I need to be with my family? And, you know, because life is short and it's precious. and we never know. But yeah, the whole experience there with the at the Nut House and sitting in the same room with a Grammy.
Yeah. Did you get Did you see the Grammy?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I've been over there
wow.
since he won the Grammy. I didn't know how that was working. So he has it like displayed or whatever, I guess.
Oh, hey, if I had one, I would carry it around and carry it to work with me and everything. So.
That's true, man. Well, it's a great song, and thank you for allowing us to share it with our listeners. And if somebody's out there and you want to kind of get it downloaded on your phone or whatever, so you can just hear it whenever you want, how can they do that, Josh?
Our music, and If That Were My Cross, is available on all major digital platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, YouTube. One cool place to find us is on our Facebook page at Josh and Krissy Music. We do a lot of live videos, and one thing that's kind of cool about me and Krissy, we'll go from bluegrass gospel, we'll do primitive quartet, to elevation worship, to you never know what we're going to do.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
So it just, and that was one cool thing about this song is, it fits several genres, and we've actually had some country stations playing it where we can spread light and spread the word through there. And
good.
so, yeah, Amazon
Awesome,
Music, iTunes, Spotify, Facebook, Josh and Krissy Music. It's pretty much anywhere you would ever search for music. So.
Yeah.
And how does Krissy spell her name so we know Josh and Krissy?
It's with a K, Krissy.
Okay.
Very good. Dude, we appreciate the time with you today, and we made it through in spite of the Hanvey effect. We played the whole song, and we made it through, and just blessings on you guys. Thank
That's
you for
right.
blessing us with that song, and keep up the good work, okay?
Hey, thank you guys.
All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye.